All right, welcome back to another edition of Cardinal Craze. I'm your host, John. Today on the show, we have Byron Young out of Georgia Military College. How you doing?
I'm good.
Oh, I'm glad you're doing good. Thanks for coming on the show today. I really appreciate it. So, how are you doing down there in Georgia? Oh, I think we've lost the. Oh, there we go. Sorry, we lost your audio feed for a minute.
Yes, sorry about that. My alarm.
Oh. No, you're good. So everything's going good down there at the Georgia Military College. Are you staying safe?
Yes, sir.
Staying 6 feet apart from everybody?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, that's good to hear. Now, one of the reasons I want to bring you on the show was you have actually been spiking and recruiting lately in interest, and you've had a number of D1 schools actually come after you and give you big-time offers. Were you shocked when you saw all these different offers from schools like Georgia, Tennessee, Auburn, Mississippi State, and just to name a couple?
Yes, sir. A little, not really too shocked, but kind of excited. Happy. They came.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's good to hear. Now, let me ask you, you're originally from South Carolina. Was it a difficult transition going and playing at Georgia Military College?
No, sir, because after I graduated, I moved to Columbus, Georgia in 2017. So I've been in Georgia for about 3 years now.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know that, you've been there long enough to adjust. So let me ask you, you actually played with Yaya Diaby while you were still playing there at Georgia Military College. Can you tell us a little bit about Yaya that maybe the fans may not know?
Yaya, he's a beast. Determined. Very talented player. I love playing with him. I wouldn't mind playing with Yaya again. Verby, he a mentor to me. I look up to him. Last year, he was the top dog. He gave me advice, things to do, to look for. And, I love him for that, man.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad that you looked up to him. Now, you haven't officially yet received an offer from the Louisville staff. Are you expecting maybe down the line you may hear from them?
Maybe. Maybe. I don't too much know.
Okay. Now, if you did receive an offer, would you want to immediately go play with Yaya?
I had to, look at it, go through it a little bit and see.
Yeah, of course. Of course. But for the most part, I'm glad that you're getting all these big D1 offers, and I'm glad that everything is moving forward for you, and you're actually able to get the recognition that you very much deserve. So I did want to ask, what are some of your strengths and weaknesses?
Well, I'm pretty fast. That's one of my strengths. My technique not too bad. That's kind of a weakness, but I'm pretty good with it.
Okay, well that's good to hear that you're very fast. So kind of moving on, who is helping you with your decision? Is it you? Is it your coach? Kind of, I know that you're getting all these giant offers. I guess better yet, the question is, who is helping you kind of look at all these different schools?
My family, they're very supportive. They was with me the whole way, and I want them to stay with me, making the decision and everything.
Okay, well that's good to hear. And so who is your biggest supporter? Is it your mom, your dad? Is it maybe a cousin?
Definitely my mom and dad. They support me the whole way. They believe in me.
Well, that's good to hear, and I'm glad that you're close to your family. Now, looking at Georgia Military College, you actually in the 2019 season had 7 sacks total and about 46 yards for loss. What would you say is your biggest motivator when you're out there on the field?
Biggest motivator. I don't know. I just felt like I had to prove a point.
Okay.
Getting older, and it just kind of pushed me. I'm playing with younger guys, so I feel like I had to prove a point and play harder.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well that's good that you want to step up and you want to show the younger guys and be that leader in the group. Now, do you have any schools currently that have solidified a lead or a spot that you can say for certain you're absolutely liking right now?
No, sir. No, sir. Not right now.
No. All right. Well, now you actually told me off camera that you got all these different spikes and offers from these D1 schools because you had actually posted some of your workout and also some of the practice footage that you were allowed to post online.
Yes, sir.
Now, I'm just kind of run down through that list real fast. So you had, I think the first couple of them for D1 were Tennessee, ECU, Auburn, Georgia. FSU, LSU, Mississippi State, and actually Mississippi State was the one that offered you today. Are you expecting any more in the days to come?
I don't know. It was kind of surprising. When I was talking to the coaches, I didn't really know they wasn't gonna offer me right then. So, I never know. I don't know what might happen, coming up.
Yeah. Now, you'd actually told me about a couple of schools that are showing interest, one of them being Virginia Tech, who is also part of the ACC, just like FSU, since they offered you. What other schools have been talking to you in the D1s?
I'd say probably South Carolina, Missouri a little bit, Texas a little bit, Yeah, Penn
All
State
right.
too. Penn State.
All right. So, wow, a lot of those big schools talking to you. Wow. Does it feel overwhelming at times when you have all these gigantic programs coming after you, trying to get to know you, coaching staff hitting you up, text messages? Like, how does that make you feel?
It made me feel wanted a little bit, and kind of, it's like it's new to it. I'm getting used to it. Good
Okay.
feeling though.
Are your coaches at Georgia Military College, are they helping you in any way with all these different offers?
Oh yeah, definitely. They the reason, I got a lot of them.
Okay, well, that's good to hear. Now, I guess in a way, you kind of feel like like you said, you feel wanted, but do you also feel like you're kind of bell at the ball? You got all these different colleges all of a sudden just rushing up, asking for you to, hit the dance floor, and you just is there any point where you just kind of feel like essentially, do you feel that it can be a little overwhelming at times?
Coming up close to signing day, a little, coming close to signing day, I gotta make a decision,
Yeah.
and it's a lot of schools, top schools. I like a lot of them, and it's just gonna have to be a decision I'm gonna have to make,
Okay. So let me ask you, are you going to sign with one of those schools on the first signing day, or are you going to wait until the very last one in February?
Oh no, so I'm doing the first signing day.
First signing day. Okay. Now, do you think you'll change, leave some room to maybe change your mind if some other schools jump in and give you some offers?
Maybe, I don't know yet. No, when I commit, I'm gonna be committed.
You're going to be committed. Okay. So basically, all these other schools need to hurry up before official signing day.
Yeah.
So, who would you say is your game modeled after?
Khalil Mack. Well, I try to, be like Khalil Mack. I like his game. I love it. The way he do his arms, he like the one hand folks, he's pretty fast. So, I like his game.
All right. Now at Georgia Military College, you play 3-4, right?
Yes, sir.
And you play the fast up front, strength and speed, and not weight versus weight situation.
Yeah.
All right. So for the most part, tell me a little bit about growing up in South Carolina. Did you have any adversities you had to overcome?
Not too much. I was the youngest of 13. It was, pretty good. My dad, used to work me pretty good. I thank him for that. Made me the man I am today.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, and I'm glad that he was able to work you as hard to push you past your limits and ultimately get to this point where now you have the chance to actually play on Saturday night on ESPN up there on the big screen. Now, I did want to ask, has COVID-19 affected your training so far? And I know it's been kind of weird with the recruiting and COVID, and this being kind of the first time you've been getting all these crazy amount of offers. What's your opinion so far on just all of it?
At one point, honestly, I was saying that, in the spring, we didn't have spring. So I was like, this kind of ruined a little bit for me. And then they said we didn't have a season. So I was like, I don't know, then, we started practicing, school started noticing me. So, it kind of got me uplifted.
Okay. Well, I'm glad to hear that. So do you actually train with your other your other teammates, or do you like to train solo since COVID?
We train as a team, or sometimes we train at the apartments that we live
Okay.
in.
Well, that's good to hear. Now, kind of going back into a little bit of South Carolina. Now, where did you grow up initially in South Carolina?
Georgetown.
Georgetown. Okay. What was your favorite spot to go to in Georgetown? Was there just one diner or even one just hangout spot that everyone went to all the time?
Not too much. I didn't really, go out too much for real, back in South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, well, no, that's understandable. There's some people who do and focus immediately on football. Now, one of the other people I did want to mention was Marvin Dallas, because he went to Georgia Military College, and also Trevor Reed. Can you give us a little insight on both of those?
Oh man, I love them guys. We played together. I met him when I came in 19.
Mm-hmm.
Trevor Reed, a beast at O-line, and Dallas, he a dog at safety. So yeah, I love them guys.
Well, that's awesome to hear, and we love them too here at Louisville. So I did want to ask, do you have any hidden talents? Anything that some people may not know much about you?
I don't. Well, now they kind of seeing my speed. That's one of my dangerous talents. I'm very fast. I specialize in speed. In my speed, I work on it all the time.
Okay, well, that's good to hear. Do you have a favorite Netflix show?
Netflix. I thought you probably would have said Hulu. Well, I watch All American. I love
All
that.
American. Okay, yeah. Now, I still haven't had a chance to check that out. It's on my list. I got to check it out.
That's a good show.
That's good to hear. I've been hearing a lot of positive feedback about that show.
Yeah.
So, who's your favorite NFL team so far?
The Patriots.
Patriots. Were you mad when Tom Brady went down to the Buccaneers?
Yeah. Then we got Cam. Yeah, I was pretty upset, but I respect his decision.
Of course. Now, I did want to ask: have you been watching any of Lamar Jackson's at the Baltimore Ravens, or are you just not? Are you not a big fan of the Ravens?
Oh, I like the Ravens too. I like Lamar Jackson. I've been watching it lately.
Okay. Now, if given the opportunity, would you come to Louisville to go on a visit to see where Lamar Jackson played, where he worked out, and even where Muhammad Ali even lived and grew up and trained and fought, and even went to actually go see the Cardinals play on several different occasions?
I wouldn't mind taking a visit. Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good to hear. All right. Well, for the most part, I really appreciate you coming out and kind of giving us a rundown of how you're doing, what's going on. Tell us a little bit about yourself and what schools are actually coming after you. And for the most part, I hope to hear back from you soon. And for the most part, I'm glad that you're doing safe. I'm glad everything's going well down there in Georgia. And hopefully your all season will start soon, correct?
Well, I'm not going to play this year. Well, it's
Okay.
they moved it to the spring, but I graduate in December.
Okay, well, hey, that's even better, because then you don't have to risk injury. You don't have to worry about going into the school, with any type of awful, torn ACL or anything like that. But for the most part, I'm very happy, and thank you for coming out on the show. I'm going to end the segment, but when I do, just remain on the line and we'll finish up talking.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Well, for the most part, Cards fans, this has been another edition of Cardinal Craze. I really appreciate you guys for coming out. Please like and subscribe and help out the channel as anything you can do, and we'll be sure to bring you more in the future. All right. Well, for the most part, go Cards.
All right.